where people were not paid, making sure that everybody get their tokens as it was, as we promised that we will not stop until everybody is okay. So the team is still continuing to capture data. And as we promised, every 2 days, we do process the records that we have. We just that as for the Class D, due to the minimum deposit that is set on the platform, we are unable to process it. But what we are doing is putting together the list. Then when we have a notable number, then at least maybe let's say over 200, 300, then we can push that to LaToken team to do it on our behalf. As for the other classes, we are still continuing to make sure that they get their tokens as we promised. I think that is the only update from my side. And also to make a reminder that people should send the correct information as it is communicated in the, as it has been communicated in the in the news update that we published. So we did mention that you should make sure that you adhere to the guidelines, because that way it will be easy for the team to do their work. But now, if you send the incomplete information or you send to the wrong email, then it really causing unnecessary delay. But now the team has to go out and verify information, and it takes a lot of time. So let's please make sure that you get the correct information. And lastly, I highly encourage everyone to make sure that on their dashboards, their systems, they put the correct information. We mentioned the username, the email that obtained from LaToken, as well as making sure that they have the Weow's address, and so that when we do the distribution, if maybe the email is correct, we can use the address. And then if maybe the address is also incorrect, maybe we can try with the username. So in the meantime, while waiting for the go live of the Weow's, I plead with everyone to make sure that you visit your dashboard. Make sure that you upload all the necessary details, the email that you use to register on LaToken, as well as your user ID and even your Weow's address. That way, it will be easier that when now the Weow's goes live, then we'll be able to give the LaToken team the list, a full list of all the co-owners, where now they can be able to do the distribution on our behalf as it has been agreed. So I plead with everyone to go in the dashboard, make sure that your details are correct. That way, it will be easy for us to speed up the process once everything has been finalized and we are ready to go live. That I don't really want to take much of your time, because I know we have visitors, we have guests who maybe have to take some time to explain our community. And I have Ndadedi Polo as well, whom we are co-hosting the meeting, who will be coming up at a Q&A session. Apart from that, thank you very much. Let me allow you to share and then take over the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and Billy. Just as I've said, that we are looking forward to just the sharing button, maybe so that we can get started. If you can disable the share screen.
It's
okay.
now misbehaving.
No, it's okay now. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Thank you. Let me just. Just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, thank you so much, all co-owners who have joined us today on the weekend, as we really have a continued presentation to provide you a very wonderful update, as we have a lot that has been happening. This of late, the whole of this week, we've been having back-to-back meetings with the LaToken team, the technical team, and it's so exciting what they're actually doing behind the scene. And just to go ahead, we are very happy to again have the head of listing, Nathaniel Amida, who will also be able to talk more regarding the ex-Weons, which again is also going to share light before he comes on board. So I'll be able to talk for something like 15 minutes, and then he'll come on board before, again, he finishes, then we can continue with the whole presentation. So the whole presentation today, there will be quite a bit that you'll need to know, as we are now geared for our first anniversary as Weownomy, and there's a great deal to reflect upon ever since the company started. We now are excited to have over 240,000 members. Initially, we have AEX members alone. I think around 800 or 500 or 400 at a time, but now we have a bigger community, 240,000 plus members and counting. And so it's very important to actually reflect and see this important breakthrough that is going to be talked about today. So I would like to reflect on a very important breakthrough, that what actually ex-Weons is not just a simple product, it's a very new crypto asset, brand new crypto asset in the market. And so it's amazing that we are not only just having the token introduced, but it's worth $1 trillion in treasury money. As you learn how that happens, we have derivatives which are over $400 billion, but now ex-Weons is not just simply like any other small assets that you know out there. It's a big with all the ecosystem, and it's something that will really create what they call a boom, a swap trading boom in the market. So it's very important as we have this weekend meetings, so that you guys can really understand consistently the products that we do share with you, and why it is very important for LaToken Exchange to take extra time to really make sure that this is going to become something very historical out there. So it's very we're very excited, and knowing where we have come from and what we have achieved. We are having an anniversary with a celebration that goes back in the crypto industry. We have a social media platform. We have different ecosystems in the transportation. We have a car industry. We have zero-cost digital economy. We have a lot major important breakthrough opportunities that we really are going to be able to share with you all today. So we have a great cause to celebrate the next big thing for global economy, and that's something very powerful that you guys will be able to learn. And again, we reflect on different partnerships that have come through and that I'll be able to talk about. And also greatly, we also have a historical global investor and financial leader, His Excellency Sir Patrick, again, who is also part of this initiative. So at 1 year, we have achieved what even many nations in Africa cannot be able to achieve. So we have a very great cause to celebrate in this anniversary as we go on. So I am going to play some few interesting content that I got from the groups, and so that you guys can see, and then we can continue much more quicker. So I just thought it's very important that I share with you such an important content. Okay, so I saw something here which I'm gonna play very, very creative. I found it from the Weownomy Billionaires Facebook group, so I thought I should be able to play it for you guys to be able to see that. So it's interesting and very powerful. So thank you very much. Just pay a little attention so that you see that. Oh, just a moment. I want to make sure that I play it well again. Just a moment. No, thank you. I think there's a big problem, but at least there was some write-ups down there. So it's simple. It's just an interesting 1-year anniversary that interesting message that comes out from one of our co-owners who really prayed up something. If you want to listen to it properly, maybe you can go through Weownomy Billionaires Facebook page. They have that. You guys can be able to see that. It's amazing. It's very powerful to really look at all that. So, but we're gonna talk a great deal in that regard. And in addition to that, as we celebrate our anniversary, it's very important, again, to understand what we have gone through and what we are going to become, what you guys have been able to achieve. It's very important. So that way you are able to understand and compare yourself and listen and learn that what we have done in 1 year compared with what so many companies, so many nations globally, or even in the face of the African continent, they cannot be able to achieve that. So it's a very great blessing that we have achieved so much in a very short period of space to have our token, and now we're going to have another wonderful brand new token up there, and so we have a huge opportunity to talk about. And then the other important thing, we also have a very good partnership with the Zulu Kingdom. We are just aware that His Majesty, the new king, the Mazulu, is going to be able to be coronated. And we thank Christabella, who was there over the weekend. And on behalf of the Weownomy community, as you know, we're planning very shortly to launch the Weownomy chart. And she represented us and taking that partnership to His Majesty, who's going to be the new Mazulu king, and to advance the Weownomy to the Zulu Kingdom. And that's amazing, as we are now taken as a serious company. We are not just like any fly-by-night companies, but I mean a very professional company that's going to be able to move from different communities. When we build these important initiatives out there, it's very, very powerful. Christabella with His Majesty, that's amazing. breakthrough in a very short period of time, that we can be able to actually have this kind of partnership coming through with His Majesty, so that means he will be able to lend and be able to bring the whole community around. So I think over 14 million people out there, and it's very powerful to see Weownomers being able to reach out, and it also inspires each one of you to make sure that you can also open any unique opportunities that you see out there, because our anniversary shows that we have grown from just being a community. When you guys joined Weownomy, most of you had a lot of fear about, will this company deliver? I mean, you've come now to become a family, and that is very, very powerful. As a family, you now know that this company is gonna be a company that will be part of you, part of your family, and part of many different communities in the African continent and the whole global community. And so having His Majesty of the Zulu king, it's going to be something very powerful, and it opens doors. You're going to listen, you're going to see so many people take us seriously, and we're opening up doors to different communities across South Africa, across different countries in the African continent. And that is absolutely amazing when you are able to reach out and go out to those different communities, talk about your company in the best way possible. I think that's the best thing, and that shows that the company Weownomy is not a company that people just take lightly. It's amazing, powerful, and it's now beginning to get the best of the best coming on board, and again, getting also leaders, in this case, His Majesty of the Amazulu. And so it's going to be the kingdom of the Zulu monarchy. It's something very powerful to us. We're so excited and to be part and associated and have this important partnership going out. So it's very big for you. So thank you so much, Christabella. This is truly, truly amazing that you're able to pull this off and bring all the community, and I think that is amazing, amazing, very powerful. And again, I have very important emails that I do receive. A very touching email from a lady who's a Weownomer, is around 64 years. I'll be able to read to you. It's very, very touching. A lot. This is also very important for anniversary to understand how other people get to understand the meaning and how Weownomy has changed them. She's a lady from South Africa, and she says to our CEO, Sir Peter Lima, for changing our world for us and my children, and a whole world. My name is Eunice Ntuli from South Africa, in south of Johannesburg in Orange Farm. I'm 62 years old. That is born on the 11th April 1960. Since I built my house without plastering inside and outside, I try to tell you form is it 210 and heal now. So I am so grateful to you and my Patricia, my granddaughter. Today, I'm going to sleep in the house because of your kindness. So thank you for your help and support for our community. You change our life forever. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm helping others to give the food and to work to young people. Amen. To God Almighty, Sibulelo Service Center for Elder People in my place. So this is the spirit we're talking about, the spirit of kindness. This lady is part of the people who've been getting Weons, and they do understand it's not just about me being rich, me buying a car, me going to Dubai, but her understanding that Weons is also part of giving back to the community and understanding that that's very, very important. And she showed me just with one picture, and I felt this is a very important story to share with you today as we look forward for our anniversary, which will be celebrated on the 17th of April. And so it's very important what she's doing and how she's starting a community. And it also encourages each one of you to understand that whatever you're going to be and whatever you're getting from Weownomy, you have the responsibility and the obligation to also do the same to other people. Before you think of anything, do something that will also impact so that you become a special ambassador like this lady, like Christabella and other people who also try and do something out there. So it's very, very important that you become a flag bearer. Someone can understand you're not just a Weownomer just because you're going to shout that I'm going to get money and stuff like that, which is not a problem, but you also have to have something that you can be able to share with those communities, because that's the only way we can be able to deal with the poverty problems, related challenges across the African continent and globally. And that's the only way I've taught you to really be able to think about others. It's not about you alone. It's also about others around you, and also making sure that you pull them out from those situations, because you are blessed for a purpose. And that purpose is not to fulfill yourself selfishly, but to also fulfill others. And that's the most important thing. And that's how you should be able to make a great impact. So thank you very much. And I thought that's very important as we start this presentation today, to go through very critical understanding of what has been through the whole 1 year, and what does it mean for you as a Weownomer, and what does it tell you going forward in your future? Are you ready to be the person you are going to become, and also to share with others? That is the very most important thing. And if you do that, then you are going to do the best, and God will bless you, okay? So as we celebrate our anniversary, we need to celebrate our anniversary together. It's very important. It's not just for partying or anything. It's kind of like reinforcing you to understand that what you're going to be and what you're getting comes with the responsibility. There's a reason you're blessed, and there's a reason you're part of the Weownomy community, and there's a reason why the people around you are waiting and watching. Now, with that said, we have a people's currency, free from government control. That's what the whole cryptocurrency is all about. And now, you currently have the Weons, which is on the spot market at LaToken exchange. And again, we are having a new one, which is XWeons, the very first reserve trading and a crypto asset in the whole of the crypto market. And we are so lucky that LaToken exchange is working around to really make this possible. So it's going to have a supply limit, meaning it will never become obsolete or lose its value due to inflation or market manipulation. And as we celebrate our 1 year anniversary on the 17th of April, we are so lucky to have a new generation of digital treasury reserve currency breakthrough that will be launched on LaToken exchange with a 1 year historical anniversary. That's what we've been telling you, that 1 week in Weownomy is like 1 year. There's a lot that we've achieved in 1 year, which so many nations have never achieved in their entirety ever since they got their independences. This is big, and there's a lot that you'll be hearing from people giving you motivational speaking, but Weownomy has literally picked you up with your hand, try to show you what to do, literally spoon feeding you to make sure that you get the best of what you're gonna be. So we are excited, and again, to reinforce to you that LaToken exchange, we signed with them an agreement, and that agreement confirms that XWeons is officially 282. I did show you that. And the only thing that is remaining is for them to finish the logistics of making sure that they set it up properly on the market. And that's what is happening. So one day following, following the XWeons 282 launch on LaToken exchange, so the Weon swap program will be officially open for trading against the reserve currency. So what that means that currently you have your Weons on the spot market, but there is a ratio that is going to be matched up to 1,000% and allows you to benefit from the other trade of the XWeons, which is 282. So this listing means you'll be able to swap 1,000% value of Weons to XWeons automatically, because they're going to have that feature put into the crypto reserve market that is going to be. So that means when you just go there, you open the features, it will be able to show you, just like the way you click the staking part here, it will just click the conversion. It will do the conversion without you doing the calculation, and that's right away you're in, and then you'll be able to know exactly what you can be able to trade on the other side. And that is a very, 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 very powerful in the crypto industry. You have a great deal of many businesses that would really like to participate. But we will not only use it for crypto, we can also use it for different other assets that will be able to want to tokenize. You can tokenize your shares and stuff like that. And we also intend to use it also to tokenize the AEX gold certificates, which can also use the XWeons as part of the reserve linker. So that's very, very powerful, as I show you. So it's amazing the whole enthusiasm that you guys had towards the launch, as we had the head of listing who's back today, Nathaniel Amida, when he mentioned to you on or before Friday, we'll be launching. But again, during the meetings back and forth, the technical team looked at what happens and they said, this product cannot be traded on the spot market. It has to be uniquely different, meaning LaToken Exchange has appreciated, and they have the most smartest people there who truly understand that this token has a different structure, and the whole token, just for what they're going to do, has a potential for $1 trillion treasury money. And that is going to change a great deal. First of all the crypto enthusiasts, it means not only can you swap Weons, you can swap Bitcoin, you can swap Ethereum, you can swap all the crypto out there. So that means if anywhere someone is trading on an exchange and he would like to have an appreciation value, if he comes on LaToken Exchange, where that is going to be, he will automatically be able to swap and benefit with a fixed price of 282, and that is amazing, powerful, and big. That means you guys own $1 trillion treasury money asset. Very powerful, and that is going to launch, and it's also going to lead to many crypto products out there to appreciate. That means you have to buy a lot of Weons to be able to swap them, and if you have them already, you're going to benefit a great deal, because the XWeons is a treasury reserve, a crypto asset, and it's just going to give you a big opportunity that will help you understand that this is something very powerful. So every day we do make sure that we have this completely set up. And now that we have done our job and LaToken is finalizing all the important arrangements that the head of listing, Nathaniel Amida, will be able to confirm, it's gonna happen, and you're excited. So what you guys have to do, you have to remember, to be successful, thank Weownomy. It shows you how it's not easy to be successful, but we have done strategically, we have everything strategically on the table. Having a crypto exchange like LaToken understand your asset in a very short period of time. We actually talked to LaToken not for a long period of time, but they're the most smartest. They took our asset, understood it, and quickly they're implementing it to open $1 trillion treasury money. If you try to go to any other exchanges, it could have not happened. That is how God works. Most of you could have got disappointed to say, oh, it did not launch. It is just going to come out much more than what you guys believe, and it's going to bless you. It's going to bless your families. It's going to bless different communities. It is bigger than what you have thought possible. It's not just a payout. It is a totally different global asset that is going to be able to do it. It's the most important event in the world economy, what this is going to be. And so you are so lucky, like I tell you, you came into a company that is simply spoon feeding. Your work is just to say you are complaining, but the company is still doing it for you. You understand? It has never happened with any other company. They don't even care about you, but Weownomy is very close to you. Every now and then, you are so special, and we take you through all these processes and allow you to actually get to learn, and you're gonna be happy as you get to cash out and do all the things that you're gonna do with your funds, and you remember all these important things that we're talking to you. Now, again, in one anniversary, we're so excited. Within 1 year, there's no company within 1 year that can be able to get over 240,000 people a token within a year. I mean, we just launched Weowns in December, and now we have 240,000 members, and we had to temporarily close the subscriptions that were coming in with Class D, and very strategically why we explained to you, okay? And so it's very important that you understand that the 240,000 Weowns token community equals a future free from inequality and poverty. So what we are in Weownomy, we don't support any form of inequality, because that is a thing which breeds poverty, okay? And so it is very important you understand that the company that is celebrating 1-year anniversary with you is totally unique. It speaks not only about your financing, but it also speaks about how your future should free you from what has blocked you. That's very, very important. And that is inequality that has increasingly become a terrible thing across the world, and more so seriously across the African continent. And we are united, and now we're doing this together. So we are very excited by launching the Weowns Treasury Reserve Money, and it's going to be on its own crypto reserve market at the very first one on LaToken exchange, and then paired with USDC, that's 282. And this is the coming of a new era, the generation of a digital reserve currency, Weowns, that is going live on LaToken exchange within 2 weeks. We have already successfully paid $100,000 for listing. And this is all that is required from LaToken to really make sure that they set up everything that is required to make this much more powerful. And LaToken has gone ahead, as you'll also be able to hear from the head of listing, and they're going to do most of the airdrops. Mostly they want to use their new blockchain to make sure that we don't even pay those hefty fees because of what the kind of partnerships. That's the best thing with Weownomy. We know how to nurture partnerships to benefit you. And that is something that is very critical. You are not going to be successful in business if you don't know how to build partnerships with different communities, including everywhere that will be. So we know how to cultivate that important, and that's why it's so special. LaToken has so many tokens, but we have found a way to nurture that important relationship with them, and we're so close that they can even afford to come twice and speak with you on our regular Zoom meeting like today. So I think that is very, very powerful for you guys to really appreciate that there's a lot of work that happens behind the scene than what you guys are doing, sending messages in the group. There's serious work. Sometimes we sleep very late. LaToken team does not sleep. According, they work Saturday, Sunday, just to make sure your Weowns becomes powerful. But remember, Weowns is a new industry, $1 trillion treasury money industry that is going to change a very great part of the crypto asset and also the traditional markets, as you can see. So the global economy will change forever with the zero-cost digital economy powered by Weowns $1 trillion treasury money. And the Weowns is not just a simple cryptocurrency, but it's $1 trillion treasury money. And that we're going to be able to explain to you in a great deal. But I wanted also to make sure that people get to understand what it is. Currently, when you have in your balance sheet, that is for companies, cash and credit, you lose over 15% per year because most of the money is backed by the US dollars, and it's getting over. And now with the wars in Ukraine, the US dollar shutting out the Russian oil, it's also putting a lot of pressure on the US dollar. And the crypto market is gonna boom. And this is the best time, you guys, really, you're so lucky to have that Weowns is coming out. So there are companies which are looking for ways to appreciate rather than losing over 15% of their cash. Okay, so Weowns is providing 1,000% apart from just the spot market. but 1,000% asset appreciation annually for companies and nations that only have cash and credit on the balance sheet. I know that is something very deep for you, but that's going to be big, and we are introducing that. More freedom and privacy for all citizens worldwide. With the power of XWions, we can create an environment where there's no poverty-related problems, no corruptions, and everyone has freedom and privacy worldwide. So that's very powerful as we do build up this important thing. So the zero-cost economy revolution is now timely. When I talked about the zero-cost economy during our last Weownomy wedding day, people literally could not understand what that means. This is the coming of a new era, zero-cost digital economy, where people will buy and sell anything without needing money at all. How does that happen? All you need is XWions, digital currency that we own, $1 trillion worth in it. Imagine that you can get everything for free or even trade things for other items with no cost whatsoever. So the treasury money, the $1 trillion treasury money is just getting started. We have heard about cars, we have heard about the housing programs. Most of the people thought it's not gonna happen. It is happening, and it's happening fast. One of the most important aspects about this new economy is it will be powered by XWions' $1 trillion treasury money. Thanks to our recent partnership with LaToken, we're proud to announce that XWions will be the very first new exchange-traded crypto reserve market product with a potential $1 trillion treasury money. So that's very, very powerful. And with this, it brings us to this breakthrough. We have, LaToken has asked us, how many other different projects would you like to list on the exchange after the XWions? And we are listing the zero cost economy token, as you see it, which is engraved with the picture of my late wife, and that is going to be linked directly with the XWions, and that means you will be able to use every time you use this token. You know it's going to be used for the houses. It's going to be used entirely in the zero cost economy, and this is the next token. So what we're trying to do is Weowns is going to do the very first swap with XWions. Then the zero cost economy token will also do the swap, and many other tokens will also come in. So we have the zero cost economy. This is big. This is going to really be the mother of everything, because the zero cost economy is very important. So as you have your Weowns, but now we're also going to have a token specifically for the zero cost economy, and in honor of Olivia Nakula Chilumira, and that's something very special. It shows how powerful the Mother Nature, the women are very, very critical in the revolution that will turn around and bring peace globally. So again, this particular token was designed by a lady, Sandiwe Kumalo. Thank you very much. You are also promoted to Class A, and it shows how powerful, if we allow the women to think and create, they can do things which are amazing. This token that you see that is going to be listed on the token exchange after XWions, and it will be matched directly with XWions, and it will come out with the value of $100. That's how powerful it's going to be. With a value of $100 matched with the 282, and that's going to be something powerful. It will be exclusively used for anything that deals with the zero cost economy. Okay, so that's very, very powerful for you to understand. And again, I thank Tandile Kumalo. You're the one who designed this token. You design others, but this is very, very special. I thought that it's very important. I do share it and thank you for this important breakthrough. And I think our IT team and the leader there, and will be able to fast track and get you up on class A. That's very, very powerful and great. So as we're going to invite our guests, I just wanted to just finish this important understanding what the Williams $1 trillion treasury money means. It means all of your assets. Williams is going to be like the very, 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 very fast, important swap program that is going to be matched. So you can swap trade Williams from spot market at the current price. So if you have Williams at the current price, which is 13 cents or something like that, you earn 1,000% 10 times with 4% auto deduction cost of your swap trade amount at a fixed price of 282, or sell it with 10 to 20% auto deduction from the fixed price and still participate in a quarterly revenue sharing from the new reserve trading, from where you get paid 0.1 to 0.5% per each trade as an extra income, in addition to profit from Williams reserve currency trading. So we're doing something amazing. We're just getting everything started. So Williams is going to be the very fast swap. It's going to be the very fast swap product with Williams. Then we're going to have the zero cost economy, which is going to be the zero cost economy token, which is coming next. That is also very powerful. And we also have the car project. We have AEX. We have we have 7 different tokens that are going to be listed on LaToken exchange. So you guys, you have not just seen, it's just getting started. It's powerful, amazing. We also have the the diamond program. We have so many different projects that will come, but the second one is the zero cost economy, which is timely, powerful, and we want you guys to really participate in that and understand that. And we're going to create a new revenue stream that is critical with our reserve trading system, making sure that every quarterly there will be something that will be going out to all the traders and all the community. And we're building a 1 trillion new reserve trading revenue sharing model for traders. And our goal is to create stability in the crypto market so that people can invest confidently without worrying about market fluctuations and making more money while doing it. So the more trades, the more money. So thank you so much. I want to welcome again the head of listing LaToken, Nathaniel Amida. He is going to tell us more about the latest developments going ahead and the meaning of why we really needed to have a little bit of patience as we introduce the Williams $1 trillion treasury money. Thank you so much. Welcome again, Nathaniel Amida. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me stop sharing so that you can also go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Peter, for that warm introduction. I really do, and I know I've said this in person, I really do appreciate the way you coordinate and carry your community along. It's quite impressive. It's a lesson. So yeah, it's a lesson in humility. I mean, this is Africa teaching the world how to carry people along and how to carry entire communities. And I see from the chat, people all the way from Saudi Arabia, Denmark, the UK. I mean, all these people agreed to be here to listen to one man, one voice, speak about one dream. And I'm happy to be an integral part of that team, making this come to pass. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Thank you for your patience. And just before I start discussing with you and everyone here about the latest happening, I think it's important that I share with you all who I am, first of all. And I know, yes, Mr. Peter has given that introduction, but I still do get queries on social media, LaToken, email, and queries to say, is this really happening? Guys, apart from being listings manager at LaToken, if you go on YouTube, I have had several interviews on the LaToken VCTV channel, close to over 100 interviews over the past year with different investors, venture capitalists, interviewing them, talking about the entire crypto industry, the whole ecosystem. And you are welcome to verify my identity by just going on YouTube and typing VCTV LaToken or LaToken on VCTV. I have several videos there, and one that I hold weekly that talks more about cryptocurrencies that we get involved in every week on LaToken. And then obviously the professional network LinkedIn is a good place to check my profile and see that, yes, indeed, truly, I am working with the LaToken team. I'm part of that team. And like the earlier call I had with your community last year, I came, we spoke, we agreed, and then it came to pass. I'm also here to announce to you, everyone, that regardless of the delay, XRE owns will be listed on LaToken exchange at a fixed price of $282, which I can tell you, not many projects can boast of such achievement within 365 days of their existence. And why is this happening, everyone? It's for a simple reason. Your founder, Mr. Peter, has a truly visionary mindset. And he's, like he said, the benefit of this project and what he's planning to do is that every one of you here can be an equal partaker in the Weownomy platform and share in the potential riches that the Weownomy platform can give you. And it is the same reason why he encourages everyone to be an active participant in this community. Yes, you buy the tokens, hold on to the tokens, and I can tell you for free that anybody holding the largest amounts of Weownomy tokens will also benefit from the eventual swap from we owns to XRE owns that will happen in the coming days. Now, let me briefly explain to you why this is important. Currently, XRE owns is being built to have additional features that will make it not only fixed at the price of $282, but to have on auto deduction features and sale limit features. These features make it certain that that price of $282 will remain constant. It is not an easy feat, but our technical team has promised that it is doable, and we do have the best technical team on many other exchanges that you probably have around. We are working 24 hours, and like Mr. Peter said, weekends included, to make sure that this listing of XRE owns happens in record time. Every hour, I said, up until the launch date, our team will definitely be working and communicating with you some instructions that are important for you to listen to and execute in order for you to have your XRE owns. So the procedure that is currently happening is that on our way to building the XRE owns, when this procedure is complete, there will be a mandatory need for all of you holding current Weown tokens to swap them into XRE own tokens. So swapping is just like exchanging. So for every Weown token, you will have to change it with an XRE own token. Now, this might come at a ratio which our team will determine as at the time that the swap will happen. But you need, for you to stand a chance to have as much XRE owns as possible, it's important that you also have as much Weowns as is possible now. So if it's 1-for-1, then you get 1-for-1 share. If it's 2-for-1, then you're sure that the more we own tokens you get, the more X we own you get, and so forth, and so on and so forth. So with that said, everyone, I know that we do have questions about other aspects, and I'll tell you that not only are we looking at making this swap very easy and convenient for you, it's important for us that you as the user of the LaToken platform can transact on our platform with minimal or no fees. And in order for that to happen, we need to build this solution, the XWeOwn solution, on a platform that will come at zero or little cost to the users. In order to achieve this, this will take a few days of configuring and testing. But at the end of the day, what will happen is that the fees that you will incur will be way less than what you currently have on the Ethereum blockchain, which is what the current Weowns is built on. You will agree with me that it is surely worth the wait for you to allow us build this system. So not only will you have your funds, but you also spend less on trading from the once the XWeOwn is launched. Then not only that, mechanisms are being put in place to make sure that at any point in time, we have ample amounts of liquidity providers that will support the price of XWeOwn at $282. This, even though this is the first time this is happening in the Weown's history, we know that it is possible because stable currencies are built with the right amount of support. And obviously, USDT, USDC are stable coins. And we want to make XWeOwn a stable coin, but a stable coin with a difference. And the difference is that it will be pegged at $282 to one XWeOwn. This in itself, exciting times are around the corner. And if there's any advice that anyone will give you, including I will give you, is that do not feel that this is the end of the Weowns project. The more Weowns you own, the more your possibility of getting more XWeowns, and of course at the price of $282 per XWeOwn. Then in the coming days, I would like to invite all our community right here, because I feel like I'm part of you guys already. I would like to invite all our community to actively join the LaToken Telegram channels. It's important we actively join this channel, because therein you will actively see real-time announcements about the XWeOwn project. So if we are going to announce any updates or announce any activity for the entire community, it's important that all of you are in one place. And being in one place, I'd invite you to join the LaToken Telegram group, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. But yes, the Telegram group is much more active and much more updated with real-time information. If you do not know this Telegram channel, I will share it with your CEO, who will share it with you, so that you can stay updated and stay informed. If you do have questions, you're free to ask questions within that group about XWeOwn or Weowns, and then you can get real-time responses. With that aside, I hope to be part of these community calls till the launch of the XWeOwn, which hopefully should happen on or before the first year anniversary celebration later on in this month. I really, really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your faith. I appreciate your belief. I appreciate your hard work. I appreciate that you guys are excited about something so big that is going to happen. And you are one of the few people to benefit from this unique offering of X we owns. And it's amazing. Even some of you are still in bed lying down. Some of you are eating. Some of you are in your homes just relaxing. But you still do have time to listen to what we have to say. And I really, really appreciate you. I can see, Lukuzo Komanisi, yeah. She has this chicken in her hand, but she's still excited about X we owns, and she has to be on this call. Masego is in bed, and Masego is probably tired, but she had to be on this call to hear about what we are doing here today. Joseph Willie, yeah, Whitey, I see you. Abe, I see you. And please, I'm humbled because you guys are taking time to know about the project that you are invested in. There's no better way for you as an investor in a project to authenticate your investment by generally being part of these calls to hear firsthand what's happening. I applaud you. These are what real investors do. They look after their investments. They make sure that they are updated on latest development and they don't hear this from third parties. Guys, thank you. If you do have questions for me, some of you have reached out to the LaToken website to make inquiries. Feel free to do so that way. Feel free to join our Telegram channels to chat and ask questions there. Mention me at Nathaniel and ask the questions there. If I do get in there, I'll see. And then if you do have questions, I host a show every Monday on LaToken TV. It's called Crypto Picks. Be on that show, ask me questions. I'll be glad to answer them. Mufondo Similani, thanks for being part of this call. One of the very few things that I admire, like I said, is every man looking after his investments, and you, 1,000 plus people, you've humbled me, and Mr. Peter has done a great job bringing all of you together. I look forward to launching X we owns with you all very soon. I cannot be definite on the time it will launch, but believe you me, like I said, on or before the launch of your anniversary this month, it will go live. And I hope to celebrate with you right there. With that said, guys, I have nothing more to say for now, but I do hope to come with more news, more updates. Manfa Feta, yeah, thanks for being part of the call. I hope to share with you latest updates in the coming weeks. And thank you all for being here. Peter, I sign out here.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you so much, head of this thing, LaToken Nathaniel Amida. I think the most interesting part that our shareholders have had is that on or before the anniversary, which means on or before the 17th. I mean, that's going to be very powerful, and that means that you will be able to follow up with another announcement before the anniversary to confirm that, and that will be something very powerful. Exciting times indeed for the Weownomy community. I mean, we are so humbled to really have the whole partnership with LaToken Exchange. Let me tell you how Bitcoin became very successful by there's another exchange which actually is linked with USDT, and it has done greatly, very powerful. And don't take it lightly if you see this partnership with LaToken Exchange. I mean, as you know, there's so many different coins that are out there on LaToken Exchange, but LaToken Exchange, when I talk with them privately and with the whole team, you can see that enthusiasm they have for our token XWeon. That is very powerful. It's never easy, but it's so powerful to see them come through and talk to you. And they are also excited to see that our community is one, our community meetup. They will challenge us, they will do what, but the Weownomy community is amazing. I mean, they spend their data, they're always here, and they want to really understand all this. It's been very challenging times in Africa. So many projects failed for so many different reasons, but Weownomy and being able to celebrate our anniversary shows that we have grown through all these challenges with you, and making sure that anyone who comes on, like, well, I'm so humbled to see and to hear firsthand from the head of listing, Nathaniel Amida, to say, no, your community is organized, your community is truly a very wonderful community. And that is greatly important for every co-owner to, pat yourself and say, wow, we truly an amazing community. Anyone who thinks that you joined a project that is not going to be successful, just tell him that wait and see. I'm just getting done, and very soon, Weownomy is just going to do what has never been done in the history. And coming from very difficult part of the world, Africa, I think that is very, 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 very powerful. A great deal. So,
sorry, Peter, I do
yes,
not know if you would allow me to post the link to the Telegram channel
absolutely,
in the chat.
absolutely. Feel
But
free.
the chat is disabled right now. I don't know if I can get it open briefly.
Okay, please, you can do that for the community to join. As he's working on the chat, it's amazing. Okay. Yeah, no, that is powerful. Okay.
I guess the evening can go on until the chat box is opened.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'll just patiently wait till it's open. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so thank you so much again, Nathaniel Amida. It was very, very powerful to really have this interaction with you, because it again validates and provides this important understanding to our community, so that they do understand that we are actually committed to make this happen. And it is the very first time in the history of Africa when we totally have a very unique project. You know, most of the projects or what our people really see does happen, but they are not taken behind the scenes. So they have a very great opportunity for them to be able to see all of this up front, and every time they get to watch this. So this is like free education for them as they go through every now and then to get through all these important programs. So I'm very excited again, as we know that XWION, the Revolutionary Crypto Reserve Trading System, will actually be on the blockchain of LaToken. LaToken, for you who don't know, they just released their new blockchain. And so it's very exciting that our XWIONs will also be set up there, fixed at 282, and provide stability and security for traders. And that is going to make a very huge benefit for many traders out there as they get to see this unique product. And this unique product is not only for traders, but it's also going to spread out and help to become a hedge for different assets, the traditional assets, stocks and stuff, but also the crypto assets out there. So it's going to be very, very, very powerful. And this is the next big thing. And Weownomy truly coming and having it with 24-hour pricing. 24-hour pricing means it will always be $282 each. And so that is critically important for everyone who is going to be able to understand this important piece of crypto asset that is coming. And then the swap trading boom, when I talk of the swap trading boom, it means that many different assets will want to use this new crypto reserve market. The reserve market means a market that has a fixed value of assets to try and boost any of the swapped different products. We have the crypto products like tokens and different other financial assets that will be coming in, and also for many other different projects or businesses that would like to have, an alternative from their current cash credit on their balance sheet, but they want to have something very unique. So the XWION is going to be something exciting for them. So it is going to be good for you because for your individual personal income lives, you want to have sustainable money, you want to have freedom, you want to have that important privacy. And again, going forward with our different projects that we have, the zero cost economy, the social media platform, AEX program, and so many different other projects and other different initiatives that will be coming from you guys when you come and you want to participate with us. It's going to be a very powerful solution to solve global challenges in sustainable and potentially eradicate poverty. So that is going to be very powerful. And it's amazing, totally unique, and a very important question to each one of you. Are you ready for the crypto reserve trading boom? I mean, at big, because many people have had all this constant challenge in the volatility. And also in the real traditional world, we have the devaluation of currencies. But now in the crypto world, it's the volatility. I mean, like currently affecting a Weownomy, it goes up, it goes as $1, and now it's at 10 cents. And then at one time it was 30 cents and stuff like that. Now to have a crypto reserve market whereby you can be able to do 1,000% a swap program for that, it's amazing because it provides you a unique asset, and that opens a huge, powerful, and launching another token at $100 that is zero cost economy, very, very powerful, because then that, again, the zero cost economy is just going to really bring the most powerful boom, because that means businesses, section communities, anything that can thrive in the zero-cost economy is just going to really boost and create a huge trillion-dollar crypto reserve market. So that reserve market is going to be powerful, amazing. And so it opens up a brand new, profitable, and exclusive crypto reserve market. And that's the XWION. It's not just like any other asset. And just as the head of listing, Nathan Alameda, told you, it's not easy to just bring any other asset in the market, but it's happening. And within our anniversary, and he's telling us that this could happen on our anniversary, that we can actually demonstrate and see people getting to do their swaps. It's a very powerful one. But remember, $1 trillion potential X wheels. What does that mean? It brings a totally different game, as XWION is set to change how the world trades on treasury reserves, with swap trading over $300 billion in just 1 year. That means as we have you guys swapping your WIONs, we have other different businesses that will come and say, I am losing 15% because my cash is sitting in there, and all the different economic challenges that are happening around the world affects the value. And so if you can find a business that has $500 million, but it's losing 15% of it every year, and they want to participate in our crypto reserve market by tokenizing the assets, they're going to come. It's going to be huge. Lord, so there's big opportunity away from you guys just swapping. And that's very powerful. So we believe that as many different types of cryptocurrencies available on a platform, it will make it easier for traders who have not been exposed to all of these currencies before, but they can still buy into any currency they want at any time and then invest into swaps if they wish. That's what that means. So it's not only WIONs, but a Dogecoin and all of these other different products out there, the crypto assets, they also want to participate. So we have not just seen, this is just getting started. It's big what you see. You know, we have a great, amazing, absolutely powerful what the crypto assets are going to benefit as they participate in the very fast crypto reserve market globally. So this is the most significant and important event in the world economy, and to have a crypto reserve market that simply appreciates all of these assets that are losing tremendous value. As there's been volatility in the market, no one has ever come out to say, but that could also be a huge opportunity if you get a solution that can deal with volatility and devaluation of currencies. Look at what is happening in Zimbabwe. If they can now have paired all of the different debt situations with XWIONs, it's going to be very powerful. I know we have many Zimbabweans who are also part of the Weownomy community. It's going to be very powerful, so that they don't have to get worried every now, knowing that tomorrow what will be the currency value and stuff like that. You just have your XWIONs. You can do a currency swap on the digital market, and that's very powerful. And we thank so much for LaToken taking this very, very, very seriously and bring that. And so with that happening, we also know the crypto reserves in XWIONs is better than any fiat currency, and that's very powerful. And with this, I would like, as I promised you, that there will be a small gift for each one of you on the 17th, which is the anniversary, but again, it's also going to be my 45th birthday. So we have decided that we're going to have 240 XWIONs gift to each one of you, and so you can see that there's a bit of a change. So instead of you guys getting 3,000, like Class D was getting 3,000 quarterly for the XWIONs, now they'll be getting 3,240, and then quarterly it will be 1,080. And then for Class C it was 8,500, but now they'll be getting 8,740 to start, and then quarterly it will be 2,913. And then Class B was 15,000. Now they have an additional 240, which is 15,240, and then quarterly it's going to be 5,080 X Weowns in a quarterly. And then class A, it's 30,240. It was 30,000, but now they'll be able to get 10,080 X Weowns quarterly. So for the birthday gift, gifting each one of you 240, that's around $60,000 for each one of you, and that's going to be amazing. So X Weowns will be exclusively only distributed by LaToken Exchange. So we're going to give all LaToken Exchange so that you guys will receive. So there are two things that will happen. In addition to the swap program, you guys will also be able to receive directly X Weowns. So you can swap the tokens that you have, but directly you'll also be able to receive X Weowns. So that will be communicated to LaToken Exchange, and that's a gift from me to you all, to the community, because without you, we couldn't have what we have. And I think this is something very powerful. So there are two things that are happening. You will be able to do the swap programs, which also add you additionally. If you have more Weowns, if you've been doing the staking program, you can turn that staking program, swap it directly into the X Weowns. That is very powerful for you. And you will also be able to receive X Weowns directly from LaToken Exchange to you. And that will be quarterly. That's 3,240 quarterly, but it starts with 1,080 X Weowns for Class D, and then Class C, which is 8,740 with an addition of 240. You'll now be able to get 2,913 X Weowns, and then Class B, instead of 15,000, you'll be able to get 15,240, which is now 5,080 quarterly. And for Class A is 30,240, which is 10,080. And so that means 24-hour fixed, 282. But continuously, people who will be trading, trading Weowns. So if you go on the X Weowns market, you should be able to come back and continue to trade your Weowns so that you can get to load up more. Because, like for example, Class D, if you do trade 34 hours on the X Weowns market, you only have 2 weeks, and your X Weowns are complete. So that means to balance up, you have to keep on coming back to X Weowns so that you can load up, and then you can be able to do the sub trade program, and that makes it easier. Now for the Class C still cannot be able to do the 24 hours for whole full month. It's only the Class A who can do the whole full month, and so that's that because they have 10,000 in a quarter, so they can do it, like start 24 hours. But Class D, Class C, and Class B, if you trade, you can see how the Weowns spread up. But if you do that in 300 Weowns every 24 hours, they'll get quickly off, and you cannot even finish a month, and you don't have anything until the next quarter. So you should be very clever. You should come back and trade the Weowns so that you can be able to load up, and then you can be able to match up and make sure that every now and then you can trade both on the spot market, and you can still continuously be able to trade as well on the X Weowns market. So that's very powerful for you. And so going forward, this X Weowns is opening a new market possibilities for investors worldwide. The different investors who have different goals, and as I've told you, the investors who already have money, they're not working for money, and so what they want to do is to make sure that their money appreciates. Okay, and what that clearly helps you to understand is that they want to know, if I have my assets in the US dollars, and like all of these other other classes or other currencies, they're just going to go the Zimbabwean way. They're going to fail in one way or another. And so what's going to happen is, if you have your money in rands, in Maloti, in Zambian kwacha, Malawian, and stuff like that, Ugandan shillings and stuff, you have to really now start to look and see, how am I going to appreciate my assets? I need to make sure that I pair my currency as a value with X Weowns, which is fixed 282, and that way you are protected. So that means if you have any currency, any local currency in Africa, which can depreciate, and it's depreciating as we speak in a tremendous way, you can have a currency that is stable so that you know I can only get a small amount from X Weowns, use it in any other country which has a depreciating asset, currency for a bit of time. And so we want to do that for the people, and then we're going to take it up to the nations so that they can also use this opportunity because crypto is not going anywhere. There's just more creativity, innovation, and I think the innovation that XBion brings in the market, in the crypto reserve trading market, is innovative, new financial product that will allow investors to trade traditional fiat currencies as well as decentralized assets like Bitcoin on one platform. So that means people will also be able to swap even their Bitcoins. If a trade of Bitcoin feels that the asset of Bitcoin is depreciating in one or another, he can do that and swap it with the X Weowns. If you have any of your crypto assets that you think they are depreciating, you can do that quickly by swapping with the X Weowns. That's big. You're always going to be able to get something wonderful, and that is a great deal going forward. So it's a treasury asset protection. It's 100% stable, currency, and it's the best of the world. So it provides Weownomy ecosystem can also be strong because we're also going to use it for our own ecosystem, the zero-cost digital economy, Weownomy chart, and every of our projects that we have out there. So that's very, very powerful. So it's unique swap trading product, treasury reserve program, and builds a new era of Weowns. And by the way, there's something new that's coming up, Weownomy Pay. Weownomy Pay will be able now to do fully what you are doing at altcoin. So our team that has been developing Weownomy Pay, they're fixing that feature whereby you can directly link your funds to your bank, and at the same time, you can directly withdraw and all that. So it can actually do everything that altcoin is doing. So we thought that's going to be very, very important use. And we're going to use it to link it directly with the X Weowns as well. And we'll also talk to LaToken exchange so that it can also be directly linked with their new blockchain. And so our people can easily transfer their Weowns from Weownomy Pay directly to the system at LaToken exchange. So that's going to be possible. And when we're going to be able to request that, I'll be able to talk to Nathaniel Lamida and the team and making sure that this really happens. So it's going to be something greatly important. So the new Weowns Treasury Reserve Program, as you know, is a major change to the current reward system, which will now focus on creating value for all stakeholders in the zero-cost digital economy. So the zero-cost digital economy is actually to make sure that many different businesses can now thrive totally in a different way when they are working in partnership with the zero-cost digital economy. So the zero-cost digital economy is going to have its own unique currency. As I've just told you, you're going to be able to list it on LaToken exchange. It will be linked up with the new XVL Treasury Reserve Program. And that is going to prove to other cryptocurrencies when they see 4 or 5 different assets linked with the new XVL Treasury Reserve Program, and speak building a totally different industry going forward. We're also going to have another program for the car project, Seaway, which will also have its own token. If you want to invest in the program or anything, it will also have its own token linked with the new XVL Treasury Reserve Program. That's amazing, amazing, amazing things that are coming in there. And so the whole Treasury Reserve Program of XVL is a major change to the current reward system, which will allow focus on creating value for all the stakeholders in the zero-cost digital economy. You have not seen a great deal that is going to come, and that it's very, very, very powerful. Again, to really confirm to you, Weownomy Pay is going to have all the features that allow it. You can be able to directly deposit funds, withdraw. What you've been doing at altcoin can now be done on the anniversary. It will now be done officially on Weownomy Pay. And again, we're also going to link the X Weowns, so that when we are distributing, we will be able to distribute it directly on Weownomy Pay, and it can go directly without any charges on the LaToken system, blockchain system. So that will be an extra part of the future. We're going to request our partners in the token exchange that also look into that, so that when someone has his Weowns on both LaToken or Weownomy Pay, it's going to be just the same. And so it's just an API system that will be linked up, and that should really happen. But our team that builds the Weownomy Pay is fixing that. Another feature, which is directly to allow people to deposit and withdraw, and that I think is going to be very, very powerful in making sure that this really gets through. And so it's exciting times, and the future is coming sooner than you think. And make sure that you are part of this amazing, amazing opportunity that we have. Now, it's a great deal as we look at what we have and what we're greatly doing. And again, we have an amazing team and working to make this Weownomy Treasury Reserve Program a great deal. And so developing this currency reserve program, it really humbles me within a very short period of time that we are able to talk and how LaToken technical team really get this through. It's going to be a very powerful for individuals, that is you guys, businesses, many different section entities, nations, to really participate in this. And then for the zero-cost digital economy, when I talk of zero-cost digital economy, I talk about all of these different projects that we have, housing, cards, and all that different projects that we have there. And all that put together, you're in control with all that, will really help to make sure that you have a great future with it. So we are on the way to the zero-cost economies with a new digital zero-cost economy token that will also be listed immediately after we have launched the X Weowns. We're going to list more than 7 different programs on LaToken exchange, and that's very powerful. As I love this quote, SECVA, money is a collective agreement, and if enough people come to the same agreement, what they agree upon becomes secondary, whether it be farm animals, gold, diamonds, paper, or simply a cord. History proves all these cases to be true. Who knows what the future is going to suggest to us as money once we see the digital currencies as ordinary. And we have very unique digital currency. We're talking about one important Weowns and X Weowns, and what X Weowns is going to do. And we have another digital currency that's coming around, the zero-cost economy. We have the one for the car project. We have a great deal of other different projects that are coming on board, and many other people who are coming to us with their different projects. And I think this is amazing time as we have everyone come to us. Now, it's very important, as I remind you, that these very important ideas, and I did explain to you the other time with this important slide. I'm very, very, very happy that we are going to have our zero-cost people on platform operating company incorporated in Switzerland this month. And just mentioning the group that His Excellency Sir Patrick has transferred another $1.25 million Weownomy US bank account, and that means he's finally going to transfer $30 million, which is going to follow. So that is big, and that means the anniversary, 1 year anniversary, which company have we ever had within 1 year being able to have this amazing progress over $30 million. And that is amazing. It shows you that it's an endorsement of our business model, what it means, and it's also an endorsement of everything around the ecosystem. And again, His Excellency Sir Patrick has gone ahead, has brought other different investors whom collectively have invested, we're investing $1.5 million in addition to what he has. So currently, as we speak, it's more than $3 million that is coming, and they're just getting started. We have a great deal of other investors that are coming on board. And so for that important news. It's big to have such a wonderful personality, His Excellency Sir Patrick, and also His Excellency Joseph Remetov, who without him, he was the one who was able to impress upon Sir Patrick about what we are doing at a time when Weownomy was still just coming through all the different challenges that we have. So it's a blessing that we have His Excellency Sir Patrick on the board, and this is great news for the whole ecosystem. And he told me one thing, that I want to see Weow's ecosystem to be more powerful than Bitcoin. And I know, I believe him, because he's worth quite a lot than anyone can imagine possible, with all of his amazing resume and what he's achieved in the financial industry, Wall Street, and everything that he has done. I mean, to have him on our board is historically amazing. And for that information, he is officially going to be approved and going to be our promoted as our board of chairman. And that's very powerful, because we benefit, because to have him, and you can't just have one of the best in the world and not really actually invite him. So we're inviting him to be the chairman, and at the same time, he's going to sit on the board, and together with His Excellency yourself, who is the leader and the founder of the World Peace Body, who's coming in as the vice chairman. I mean, this is a very powerful blessing. It shows you Weownomy is now unstoppable. Anyone who thought that Weownomy is just any other different small company, it's now a major company. Having His Excellency Sir Patrick, it means Weownomy is going on the mainstream globally, and also having His Excellency Joseph Remetov. He has a network of millions of different people, network of different investors, and together with Sir Patrick, His Excellency Sir Patrick, we have a major breakthrough. We've done a great deal, and they're so amazed with our community, with what we're doing, and we're going to learn from them, and gladly they're also learning a great deal from us as a community. And so it's very important that I did share with you that at the time, one of the Zooms, you can go back in one of our videos to actually see what I mentioned, but I thought it's very important to pull back some of these important slides to really understand. In that memorandum, which was executed, we did agree and we did explain very clearly to His Excellency Sir Patrick, and the same MOU, which was also signed by His Excellency Yusuf Remetov and myself on behalf of the community, that we're building a one company and one people for the people. So it's a new people platform operating company that is going to be set up in Switzerland. So this one is simply to protect the assets, and these assets are defined differently. So we have different assets. We have the zero-cost digital economy. We have the Weownomy ecosystem, Weownomy chat, Weownomy web. We have the car project, COA. We have the AEX digital gold coin. We have the Neobank, the Pride of Africa Diamond. We have other different projects that will be coming up. And so introducing the new people platform operating company, which is going to be set up in Switzerland this month. And that means His Excellency Sir Patrick will be officially welcome on the board and is promoted to the chairman of the board. And now that in the MOU, it shows that he starts with $250,000, which he completed, and then is following up with $1 million, which is now going to make it 1.25. And then after that, he's going to also follow up and put in $30 million for 30% economic rights. And in addition, the World Peace Body, Joseph Remetov, will be the vice chairman. So what we want to set up in Switzerland this month is going to be for both the current shareholders and the future shareholders. The current shareholders are the 240 plus thousand shareholders, and we also have the $1 annual subscribers who will be invited to the new people platform operating company. So people all over the world, even when you have $1, you'll have a small certificate that acknowledges you, that you are a shareholder. So that is something very important. And then we also having the revenue that we expect to generate from the different telecommunications through $2 per SIM card and the annual subscriptions and the 10 billion zero cost advertising monetization. All of that want to have an international Weownomy International Foundation in Switzerland that protects the assets on behalf of each one of you, and that's very important. And that's clearly, so I wanted to show you how this is going to be broken up so that you can understand and quickly appreciate. So in the MOU, we had this kind of diagram that I want to just explain to you so that you understand, because it's very important for the community to understand is how are we building the company going in future, and understanding that you will always own a piece of this company for the rest of your life, and also the generation that you leave behind will also own part of this, and we're going to have a small portion that is also going to be owned by His Excellency Sir Patrick as the lead investor. And so that's very important. Now for the shareholding program, what I did is that we have all the different assets together. So we have the $1 annual subscribers, and so we have the strategic investor, His Excellency Sir Patrick, who is a lead investor, and he is currently invested $1.25 million, and it's going to invest up to $30 million, and that brings his economic rights or ownership of all the different entities up to 30%. The zero-cost digital economy. So the zero-cost digital economy means all of the different entities that are involved, the car project, any of those different entities, he has that ownership in them, and the whole community has ownership together with myself involved in that 70% with all of you. So the co-investors were more than 250,000, 240, but just put the number around 250. And then also another trusteeship. So the co-investors will be different from the trusteeship. So the trusteeship represents all of this, the investors who are investing $1 annual subscription, who are going to be the users from the Weownomy chat and web and stuff like that. They will also be part ownership. So we want the company that everyone can own something, at least even $1, you have a part of that ownership, and that's very powerful. So it's a members of the Weownomy community and the ecosystem, and that is a big, and also the revenue that will be coming from a partnership with different telecommunications will also be part of all that ecosystem. And the people platform operating company, closely held limited liability corporation, that will own and run the zero-cost digital economy, Weownomy ecosystem, Seaway, AEX, Digital Gold Coin, Pride of Africa, Diamond. We have quite a number of different projects that will be assembled in that arrangement. So we have a very wonderful plan that protects you and protects everyone involved, and protects even the children that will come after you, or the grandchildren come after you. So it's going to be a very unique company that we've tried to make sure that it's going to really serve everyone. And together with that, we're very happy to have a strategic investor, His Excellency Sir Patrick, who's going to be also. And then also in the whole part of this, we also have the World Peace Body, which also has a sizable number of WIONs in this arrangement, which you can read on the WIONs.global website, and it shows us. So they're also part of this important piece. And so it's very, very powerful going forward. And we'll have an organization chart, which we will be able to share with all the different shareholders, so that you know that as the project develops, the ownership is really done in a very unique way, and it helps everyone to really understand that we are building something consciously, and as it builds, become a very wonderful, successful project globally, you will always be part of this, because there's a bit of concerns with people thinking, or when we have His Excellency Sir Patrick coming on the project, or we are selling the project and stuff like that. No, we have something very powerful, and it's a people-led platform, and he understands that. And so it's a very great opportunity for him to really work with us, and for you people to also be part of this. It's something very powerful. So thank you. And I thought that's very, very important for you to understand how this project really progresses. Okay, so going forward, it's very important that the zero-cost digital economy is really going to be a major, major, major breakthrough in all of our ecosystem, because, as you know, we have made this a great deal, and having our own reserve currency really brings a very, very, very powerful opportunity to really make this a great deal. So we have over 240,000 plus lifetime co-owners. We have Weownomy chart. We have the Papa Zero Cost Economy. We have $10 billion potential advertising revenue. We have the X Weowns crypto reserve product out there. And so that means all the business section communities will have the opportunity to tap into a market that's at least 10 times bigger than Facebook or Google. It's time to get back the power from the corporations and share it with the people, and we are here for you. So the zero-cost digital economy, we have the car project, which is the Seaway electric autonomous vehicle. We have Weownomy Chat and Weownomy Web. We have the digital gold coin, and we have Weownomy Neo Bank. We have a stable coin. We have X Weons. We have our Weons, and all other different initiatives that will be partnering with the zero-cost digital economy. And it's going to be the very world's first people-owned platform operating company. We have Pride of Africa and the digital gold coin. So that is great. This is a new vision for humanity. That is the zero-cost digital, which is $1 trillion economy, and it's very, very, very amazing, as we have all over different co-owners as you, for 240 or 50,000, and a $1 annual subscribers who are going to start to come, as I'm going to tell you shortly about the Weownomy chart and how prepared that is to really go ahead and be part of this newly set up people platform operation company with all entities that owns everything, with 70% to the people and 30% to His Excellency, Sir Patrick. And the zero-cost advertising monetization model, which will generate revenues from the telecommunications at $2 per SIM card, $1 annual subscribers, and the 10 billion advertising monetization model, which is 100% free for all the customers globally. So it's a people-owned platform, 100% ownership of the data. And so that's a very, very interesting part of history as we build this. So the zero-cost people platform, again, operating company is going to be set up this month in Switzerland, and its purpose is to get all of the different entities that we have so that we can line up together with the investment that is coming, the final investment of $30 million that is coming from His Excellency Sir Patrick. And so this is big and very, very, very powerful. We have a new currency. We also have a new treasury reserve currency owned by the people for the people, and we're going to change the way the internet advertising works, zero-cost advertising model, helping people buy or sell anything on a global scale, innovative technology to trade goods globally, and building a unique part of history is also very powerful. And so, as I mentioned to you earlier on, that we talked about initially the anniversary, which is critically important, and on the 17th April 2022, which will be a Sunday, we will have our Weons 3D virtual Weownomy 1-year anniversary. The future is fast, and that is very, very powerful. Many people think that the future takes long, but now confirm to you that the future is fast. We're going to have the same event, just like the way we had the Weons wedding day. We're going to have a whole team back, but it will only be for one day. And so we will have something which will be done virtually to really accommodate everyone, because we have different members in different communities in different places around the world, across the African continent. And so we would like to make sure that we have something great. We have a very wonderful team, Flash Forward, who have done 2 events with us very successfully. And it's going to be amazing. And this time they're going to have a 3D virtual, amazing, unique event. It has always been very, very, very powerful at how they do handle these events. And again, we're inviting LaToken Exchange. We'll have very powerful, personalities. His Excellency Sir Patrick will be officially our chairman. We'll also have Vice Chairman Youssef, who has been there, His Excellency Youssef Emeto. Myself, I'll speak. We'll have the COO will also be able to be part of us. We'll have a whole team, amazing. And we also invite you, co-owners, to also participate. This is your virtual anniversary celebration. It's very, very powerful that you can be able to also participate in this one-day anniversary event, which will go live globally. And your dream anniversary, your future has arrived. This is your time to share with anyone, anywhere in the world. And we're excited to announce that the Weownomy anniversary is finally here. And what this truly means, again, LaToken Exchange has just confirmed they are going to work around and make sure that that anniversary becomes wonderful, at least with the launch of Weowns, and that will be beautiful, amazing. We will be following up before the anniversary to hear on any of the updates they have. As they've told you, you have to be on the Telegram channel of LaToken, so that you can hear any of the news and stuff that will be coming out there. And that's going to be very, very powerful and a great deal. So it's amazing. Weownomy 1 year anniversary expo. It will be a one-day live stream, virtual event platform, one-on-one with His Excellency Sir Patrick, Pan-African People's Alliance, World Peace Tracks, and LaToken Exchange coming there definitely will be officially to actually bring that. And also the Weownomy chat platform will be very live. So the team, the Weownomy Pay team, together with the Weownomy chat team, are working together and just to really make sure that this is going to be something amazing. And so April is going to be a beautiful month, and we are very, very, very excited. And we know that now LaToken is working behind the scene and doing all that it's doing to make sure that this becomes a beautiful, beautiful anniversary for us. So still amazing times. Now, during the anniversary, definitely we'll have Weownomy chat, Weowns, we have the Weowns that is already out there, the neobank. And again, as the company, will also try to inject something in the Weowns to make sure that as people try to wait, we'll not tell you at what, but we'll try and drive the price considerably to something good, and so that those ones who feel like they cannot wait and they just want to sell a bit of their Weowns, or they want to cash out, then they can do that. And then when others who are selling it, who are swapping, and they're going to be very, very happy. But in the interim, the company will try to inject something in the market to just allow all of you guys, or part of you guys, to really have something in the interim as we wait for everything to really get cash. So that's very, very powerful. We thought that we will let you know. So it's a one-day live stream event, and it will allow relevant attendee interactions, video conference, just like the way we had at the previous event. It's just going to be very amazing for you, and it's going to be great. But again, as I told you, the company is going to try and inject something for before the event to allow some of the people to get at least, to engage with a bit of their Weowns on the market so that they can get through this, because we have something very, very important going ahead. Okay, so that is great. We're gonna have all of this. It's time to plan your presentation for those ones who will have time to be able to do the Weownomy anniversary. What have you learned being part of the Weownomy? As you know, many other projects that really take time, but again, in 1 year, what you see and what have you, because at least most of you have achieved to have got your wins, so that's a great achievement. And most of you, again, the 220,000, including those ones who have not staked, are also going to get their wins. So that's also going to be very, very important to also talk about it, because, and most of you have cashed out a lot of money, as I know, you're engaged in there. Others have got $4,000. They've sold a lot of wins in there in the market and stuff like that. So it's a great, great, great honor for each one of you, honestly, who have participated in the project, and it's going to be very, very powerful. Okay, so it's great deal for each one of you. Find inspiration by sharing what you know and what you have any understanding of what you do and what you've been part of this journey. It's very important, and then that gives us a clear part of what we can share on the 17th of April. Okay, so what does it mean to experience the best of the future? Truly a reality on the anniversary day, and what does the Weownomy ecosystem mean to Africa and the world? And this is greatly a very important time for you to really participate. Okay. Now, it's also very important to also touch base on what is happening with Weownomy chat, the platform, and what is happening behind the scene. We are really the team that is working around this, and together with the Weownomy Pay team that is also coming on board to really make sure that they really work. This is a huge undertaking, and working to really make sure that this truly get. They know very well about the anniversary and why we want this to really be a great, 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 great opportunity for everyone. And so there will be an update during the course of this week that we will be sharing with you, and making sure that you get to understand how the whole process of the Weownomy chat and how quickly we would also like to have it on the stores and get it also on the anniversary. So that is very, very important to go forward. So as what we are gunning on the anniversary is to make sure we have the X-Wins very clearly launched. We have Weownomy Pay, new feature that allows you to do what you've been doing at altcoin, and we can now be able to do that, and also to see how we can integrate it together with the blockchain of LaToken exchange, so that there can be easier transfer in between LaToken and also Weownomy Pay, and also the Weownomy chat also being included. I think that will really, really be very powerful, and we're working a great deal to really make sure that all these things happen in a great deal. And again, as we told you, that a new stablecoin in addition is being developed, the USDZ, which will also be integrated. It's $1 trillion asset. And so that will also be integrated with our X-Wins, which is critically important, and also integrated for payments purposes with Weownomy chat. So that is also critically important. And also the Weownomy neobank is also very, very, very powerful as well. It is going to be able to help in the whole ecosystem of the financing for all the different members that we have in a number of countries that like to use that opportunity. So it's greatly important what we have, and I'm very, very, very excited that we have been able to cover a great deal. And so as we close for today, I would like to thank each one of you. And today it has been a little bit longer presentation. Thank you so much, Nathaniel Amida, head of listing from LaToken Exchange, for giving us this opportunity, coming to present and providing the clarity that is very, very important. And also, I've also provided the opportunity to say this is a great time as we look for, back 1 year anniversary, and there's a great deal that the company has really achieved, and making sure what has truly been a very big challenge for many communities, we are going to be able to accomplish this. We have been able to have Weons out there. We've been able to build a great ecosystem, which is coming through Weownomy chat, zero cost digital economy. We have a great deal, and we have been able to also have a great strategic investor who is putting up to $30 million. So the whole community and the whole understanding, because most of our community members are not like accredited. And when I talk about accredited investors who truly have been in the game of investing. So they are truly just ordinary community members who have just come through to learn and be part of a system, and they've been able to get through it. So it's not that they have a lot of money on them disposable for this, but they've also been able to learn a great deal. And I think finally, as they get to get this opportunity successful, actualized on their behalf and see all this through, I think as they get that money and as they get the blessing, they will also be able to learn and say, there's no company that has been so patient with their character and what they've gone through, and allowing them to really get through all this. As usual, I do know there's so many different questions, and I think that Elizabeth has just touched on that about many people who have said they've not received Weons. I think what we truly are doing this time around is to really make sure that all these meetings are only, especially when I do all my Sundays, is only for strategic presentation, and all the important questions we would like to be channeled through the important emails that are out there, so that we can be able to allow you. So what you only come and receive on Sundays is only the strategic presentation that I provide you. Like, what now you guys wanted to know, when will the Weons come out? What are the important new developments that are out there? That is my role that I do play on Sundays to allow you. And then all of the different challenges that you have in terms of you've not received Weons, or you lost your phone, or I don't remember my seed phrase, or we are fighting with downliners, or any of these other different programs that are, different challenges that are in the groups. So I think that one can be answered directly through the different communication channels that are in the group. But I think today's message was for you to listen from me, to listen from the head of listing, Nathaniel Amida from LaToken Exchange, that indeed we are still on course. It's going to happen. It's happening big time. The future is fast. And the anniversary, the important things that you need to do on the anniversary, and take time to go and listen again this presentation on YouTube, so that you can internalize and understand everything that we have communicated. And I think with that, I'm gonna say goodbye to each one of you. This is a strategic presentation meeting, and all the questions can now be forwarded to the relevant emails that are out there that you can follow up. And if you want any live presentations that you want, I think there will be a followed up probably every Saturday, whereby you can answer all of those different questions that are required. But for this now, today is to say you're all blessed. I've provided all that important communication to you about what the latest update is, why it's important for our anniversary, and also the important message we have just heard from the head of listing, LaToken Exchange. And he has said on or before the anniversary, and before the anniversary, they will be able to communicate back. But I believe that they're doing a great deal of work, and we should be able to see all of you guys smile. I'm very confident, and I think that we have a very wonderful time. So thank you very much. Good night, and be blessed. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nade Peter. I think we are done for today. I think before we close, I would just like to emphasize on one other important thing. Is that the shareholders, please use the provided communication channels to send your queries. We have decided that queries that are sent via WhatsApp or that are sent via call will not be addressed, because it affects our record keeping. For example, one person would come and say, I would like, and send a WhatsApp and say, please update my email address. And then later on, the same account, there's an issue with the same account. So it's better when we use the proper channels, because we're able to keep records of what is happening in the system, when were the changes requested, such things. So it's important for the shareholders to understand that going forward, issues that are sent via WhatsApp or via call will not be addressed. Please use the provided communication channels to send your issues so that we can log them and help you with them. And also it makes it easier for us to keep track of what is happening. Thank you very much, Ndate.